Last week, my 7-year-old niece lost a tooth and got $5 whole from the tooth fairy, and she immediately asked if the money was lucky because it came from a magical entity. And I told her all money you get is lucky, as long as you don't immediately spend it on $145 skincare products. But then I started thinking, she might have a point about something fascinating. See, around the world, billions of people believe certain money is actually lucky, not because of who gave it, but how it's given, when it's given, and what color envelope it comes in. And here's the cool part. The act of giving lucky money might actually create real benefits through the secret power of human psychology. I'm Jenny, and today we're exploring how different cultures have turned money into a symbol of love, protection, and possibility. From Chinese red envelopes to Indian Shagun, from Scottish handsel to Latin American Aguinaldos, we're discovering why your grandmother insisting you take that $20 bill might actually be participating in an ancient ritual of connection. The psychology of lucky money around the world. Red envelopes, the science of prosperity. Let's start with the well-known lucky money tradition, Chinese red envelopes, hongbao. Every Lunar New Year, over 1 billion people participate in this tradition. Research suggests this practice affects our psychology in meaningful ways. So, other than money equals good? Oh yes, I am being told, other than that. The color red in Chinese culture represents good fortune, prosperity, and safety, which gives a red envelope far more symbolic meaning than just a plain handoff. As long as it doesn't feel like a parking ticket. I've personally parked in too many loading zones to be comfortable with any brightly colored envelope. If you think Chinese New Year and hongbao is an opportunity to get rid of your crusty, wrinkly cash, not so. Only clean, crisp notes are supposed to be used as hongbao. In fact, in the lead up to New Year's, there are often long lines at banks as people try to exchange their old crumpled bills. Makes me think there's a seasonal business opportunity to ironing and crisping up people's cash. That'll be $5. So, we learned that crispness matters, but this one surprised me. The amount given matters less than the act itself. Studies on ritualized gift giving suggest a double effect: reward plus social interaction. Translation: money plus meaning lands deeper. Also, what list do I need to get on to be the subject of a ritualized gift-giving study? Shagun, never given alone. In Indian culture, there's this beautiful tradition called Shagun, gifting money that's never given in round numbers. If you're giving 100 rupees, you add one more to make it 101. If it's 500, it becomes 501. Always plus one. Speaking of plus ones, last time I was given a plus one to a wedding, I had to take my cousin. Very embarrassing. But this plus one represents continuity, that this isn't where the relationship ends, but continues growing. Tiny detail, big meaning. That extra rupee transforms a transaction into a pledge. It says, this isn't the end. There's always more to come. It's kind of like what banks do with monthly bills on 30-year fixed-rate mortgages, but with warmer vibes. My Indian colleague told me that his aunt once gave him a Shagun of $51 for his birthday, but when he tried to break the 50, she stopped him immediately. You never separate the Shagun. He could have spent it 12 times, but he kept the Shagun intact. The meaning mattered more than the money. Practice goes back centuries. Psychologists link symbolic gifts with stronger emotional bonds than expensive gifts without any meaning. That 1 rupee might be worth less than a penny, but psychologically, it carries significant value. What's remarkable is how many cultures independently develop the idea that money can carry emotional energy. It's like humanity collectively decided that these pieces of paper and metal deserve deeper meaning. In Scotland, there's handsel, a small gift or bit of money given for luck at the start of something. New Year's, a housewarming gift, or even a trader's first sale of the day. The belief is that this first money brings good fortune for the year or the new venture. Tradition says you're supposed to keep it, not handsel it away, so to speak. Interestingly, this ties into a concept in behavioral psychology called priming. The idea that initial experiences shape how we perceive and respond to what comes next. Shop owners in Scotland traditionally wouldn't spend their handsel, keeping it in the till all year for good luck. What they're really holding on to was a physical reminder of a positive beginning. That reminder and positive association could reinforce their resolve and resilience during harder times. It's kind of genius, actually. When I started my first job, my mom gave me a $2 bill for my wallet, her version of handsel. She said, never spend it and you'll never go broke. And 14 jobs later, I still have that same $2 bill. And not just because my landlord doesn't take small bills or jars of change as rent. In Mexico specifically, there's Aguinaldo, money given during the Christmas season. The Aguinaldo Christmas bonus is actually required by law for employers to give by December 20th. The psychology here is fascinating. When lucky money becomes an expected right, it can feel less like a surprise gift and more like reliable support. But I wonder if that makes it feel more like an expectation at the expense of how the gratitude feels. Traditions vary widely by country and even by region. In some places, like Puerto Rico and parts of Venezuela, children sing Villancicos and receive small gifts or coins. In my household, we have this quaint tradition where I get paid each holiday season to not sing, kind of mean. What's meaningful about non-voice shaming Aguinaldo is how it spreads good fortune around. The message that participating in the community expands our fortune in more ways than one. You've probably seen this on your For You feed. Every culture has its own version. In the Philippines, godparents often give aguinaldo or pamasco, cash gifts in envelopes to their godchildren at Christmas and on special occasions. Some Greek families have a playful tradition with the vasilopita. A coin is baked into the cake, and whoever finds it is said to have good luck for the year. I looked it up, and there's no tradition where you can eat an entire cake by yourself in your bed. What a shame. So what's actually happening in your brain when you receive lucky money? Lab studies on rewards suggest standard transactions mainly engage reward processing, while virtualized gifts appear to recruit additional social connection networks. This is why a $5 bill from grandma feels different than finding $5 on the street. Your brain processes them through different cognitive and emotional frameworks. The found money is just an unexpected reward. Grandma's money comes with layers of social meaning, emotional connection, and likely stains from a rhubarb tea. In Japan, the tradition of Otoshidama, New Year's money given to children, is a way for families to share good fortune and offer encouragement for the year ahead. Jewish families give gelt during Hanukkah, chocolate coins that teach children about value beyond spending. Many Muslim families give eidi during holidays, like Eid al-Fitr, blessed money that connects generations. Even secular traditions, like the tooth fairy, transform ordinary coins into meaningful markers of growing up and makes kids feel a little less weird about a smile filled with huge gaps in their mouths. The global psychology of gifted money. Around the world, people have discovered the same psychological truth. Money transformed by ritual becomes more than just currency. It becomes a physical manifestation of abstract concept, blessing, and belonging. The reason these traditions persist across millennia isn't superstition. It's because they serve real psychological and social functions. They strengthen social bonds, enhance community belonging, and mark important transitions. Research suggests people treat special money more carefully than regular money. So maybe my niece was right. Maybe money can be lucky, but not through magic, through meaning. Every red envelope, every Shagun, every handsel, every Aguinaldo is really saying the same thing in different languages. You matter, you're part of something, and your future is worth investing in. At Remitly, we see this every day. People aren't just sending money, they're sending moments. Lunar New Year envelopes, Eid gifts, quinceañeras. It's support that feels like belonging. And to my niece, if you're watching this someday, yes, Tooth Fairy money is absolutely lucky. And the carpet thanks you for not spending it on slime. And to my mom, 17 years and counting. Thanks, Mom. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, hit like and subscribe for more content that tackles topics that I think are worth discussing. Drop a comment with what you'd like to see next. I'm always up for covering something new.